So just from the way that I tend to paint flesh, I paint over black primer all the time. Black, brown, dark flesh, shadow flesh, tan flesh, right? Is a great recipe just to get you going for damn near any skin color. If you start doing like Eastern flesh, then having the dark warm, right? And or warm flesh is great. Both of these. Because you can start to add just a little bit more of that ochre yellow feel. You can use yellow ochre, you can use pure yellows. It's not going to work quite as well, right? As warm flesh. I'm about to grab warm flesh again. So with this combo, you can do anything. You can stay with just these three colors, and you can do African flesh to lots of different levels. The darker you want to go, the less of this you use, the more of these, right? And then you can stretch between here how much black brown, how much dark flesh you leave. Here, start getting into more of a Middle Eastern flair, Western Indian flair, and then obviously here Caucasian as you move forward into brighter skin tones. And then as you add these, you can get into, again, more of those Eastern, Middle Eastern, Eastern, into the Asian demographics as you start adding just a little bit of that olive tone. And then our olive flesh is a great highlight for any of them, right? So this is kind of our primary skin base, and it'll do anything you want to do in the human ranges, right? And it is really just a matter of less of this, more of these, darker, this, more mid-tones, this, lighter, dropping this and moving into this kind of scaling for really pale skin, because shadow flesh will still work as its name, as a good shadow base for paler flesh. I don't think you ever really take away shadow flesh. Here you're in a range of not even albino because you've got too much pink, right? So here I think is bright as I would go in my shadows. And then these as you want darker tones. I typically start most of my Caucasian flesh, no matter what I'm doing, with dark flesh now, just because it gives me a good, deep, rich kind of blood under the skin type tone. But that's it.